Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. It's been a long time. How the hell have you been? Let me just let you in on some going-ons here at Common Sense Criticism. So I wasn't happy with my background. And so I figured I'd try to fix it. Move my desk around. That didn't really work. So I messed around with the background. That didn't really work either. I bought a backdrop. That certainly didn't work. So I bought a green screen. Now we're messing around with the green screen. I'm still going to mess with the backdrop as well, once I get it all sorted out. But for now, the green screen will be fine and might be a little bit of fun. So, anyway, it's been a long time. Feeling a bit rusty. Working with some new lights that had to come in that I was waiting on forever. And so we're going to hit up some low-hanging fruit and see what old Hans Wormbrain has been up to. I noticed he uploaded a few videos, and I think there's at least a couple that Scimandan hasn't covered yet. So we're going to hit a couple of those up over the next few days once I get back in the saddle here. So anyway, take it away, Hans. Let's see what you got.
This is a video for people who believe in pandas.
Pandas? You mean you don't believe in pandas? Okay. Why not?
And I used to be one of those people, and the story is really weird. It's one of those animals with a really weird story that doesn't really make much sense, but you just buy it because that's what people tell you. They allegedly live off just huge amounts of bamboo, and then they even say that they have trouble digesting it, and so they have to just eat a ton of bamboo. And that's not normally what bears do. They don't just eat a ton of grass. That's not a normal thing for a bear, so that's already weird.
Here's a theory for you, Hans. One that old inmate Hovind might even agree with. So let's say the Ark lands, outrun the pandas, running away from the tigers. They ran all the way from Turkey over to China. Not one of them died, mind you. They all lived, both of them, lived all the way over to China. Once they got to China, the tigers that were chasing him the whole way ate all the meat. Everything that those bears would eat were eaten by the tigers. Now, I know this is ridiculous, because Noah's flood never happened, but stick with me. So the tigers ate all the meat. And then the pandas were like, well, shit, we just ran like 2,000 miles to China. And now all the tigers have eaten all the meat. Whatever can we eat? Oh, what is this? Look, there's bamboo everywhere. Hey, Steve, why don't you try it? Steve tries it. Steve likes it. Lo and behold, pandas are hooked on bamboo like fat kids on Fortnite. Nah, that's bullshit. Like I said, Noah's Ark never happened.
And then, if you start to research some things about pandas, you'll eventually stumble upon the fact that they never depicted pandas in old Chinese art. They had bears. So this just says that they painted bears a lot, they painted bamboos a lot, but they never painted pandas. That's really weird. And pandas, they always would talk about the trouble that they have having babies. It's like a big thing that you think of when you think of pandas.
Pseudo-pregnancy isn't something exclusive to pandas. It's a mammalian thing. Happens with pretty much every species on the planet.
Well, if you go to any panda video, you go through the comments, you're likely to see people say stuff like, oh, pandas, they just look like drunk people in suits. Or, yeah, they might say something like, oh, they look like little kids playing in suits. That's what the truth is. They're just suits.
What are you talking about? People saying in comment sections that pandas look like kids in suits? Who says that? And why is that proof enough for you that they're kids in suits? I'd put $5 down that you've never been to a zoo, Hans. I don't think Mommy lets you out of the house very often. And for good reason. You know, here's a theory for you, Hans. Dogs look like cats wearing dog suits. Sure seems real to me. Dogs are cats wearing dog suits. So are dogs fake? I mean, I just said it, right? So, what do you think? Am I onto something?
And this one video can show it. This video is from the Toronto Zoo. So if the Toronto Zoo is producing something like this, this should be something that you can't get past. How can something like this exist?
Yeah, I mean, there aren't any other examples of strange-looking creatures that don't look like they should exist or anything. Definitely not any. Really. Ever.
It's because it's all a big joke.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but that definitely looked like an 8-year-old wearing a Halloween costume shitting out a hairless rat to me. Don't you think? Nah. Hans is a freaking idiot. Anyway, I just wanted to get this short video out, test the new setup, try to iron out some of the kinks, and yeah, should be fun. This new backdrop and green screen thing's kind of interesting. Always wanted to try it, but now we've got it. Now we can use it. It won't be every time, but yeah. All right. Well, it's good to see you again. I'm sure I'll see you next time. And if you like my content, you'd like to see more of it, give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe. Definitely come back next time. Probably for some more Hans. I don't know. P-Brain's got one out. Gonna cover that eventually. He just doesn't understand this whole clouds above the mountains and the shadow below the clouds thing. Honestly, I think he's a Poe. I think he understands exactly what's happening. He's just invested. He bought probably 10,000 of those stupid looking t-shirts, and he's got to pawn them off on somebody somehow. So anyway, I'm sure we're going to be covering that as well. So stay tuned. Glad to be back. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you next time. And as always, have a good day.